How long can this rally in Beam last? Let's not just guess, let's look at actual statistics. This channel has quite a history with Beam. Beam used to be called MeritCircle, and we talked about this on this channel 2 months ago. That's when the price per token was 30 cents. And since you can convert one MeritCircle token to 100 Beam tokens, that's equivalent to a price of 0.003 cents. That's the first time we talked about this here. And so we had a look at token inflation. We had a look at the team. And in following videos, specifically on Beam, we also talked about things like total value locked and the buying and selling behavior of different kinds of investors. Regular people versus the big whales. Now this video is different. In this video, we are going to make a statistical analysis on how to ride those price waves in Beam. So I made a simulation on buying and selling the Beam token on a very straightforward trading strategy. The idea is the following. You want to be betting on falling prices whenever the price is below the moving average. And you want to be betting on rising prices whenever the price is above. But the question is this the best moving average, the 100-day? Or should we rather take the 50-day? How about the 25-day? What historically worked the best for MeritCircle/Beam, right? These are the same kinds of tokens. You can directly convert them. So let me show you the data that I used. It starts in November of 2021, goes all the way to today. And I backtested both the simple moving average as well as the exponential moving average. We also include trading fees, 0.2% for each trade. And we do both. We bet on rising prices whenever the price is above, and we bet on falling prices whenever the price is below the moving average. Now, when you do this, you find out some moving averages work better than others. You can look at this in table form over here. You see, for example, that the 32-day simple moving average worked very well. But you can also look at this in chart form. In total, I made 200 backtests here, 200 simulations of buying and selling the token. 200 simulations for the simple moving average, 200 simulations for the exponential moving average. And the duration of the moving average is here on the x-axis. Right? It's a daily moving average. So every day we look at the price. On the y-axis, we've got the annualized performance. In turquoise is the simple moving average performance. In red is the exponential moving average performance. So again, the same result, 32-day SMA worked the best. But there are also interesting EMAs, interesting exponential moving averages. The 20-day worked well. Let's take something with longer duration. Let's take the 61-day, right? Those pretty much performed equally. Now, before we plot those moving averages on the chart, I want to talk about these results here. Some people say that these kinds of backtests aren't too useful because you're simply just cherry picking the best performance. You don't really know how well this strategy actually works. But when we look at this chart, right, and when we look at the strategy in 400 different cases, in the vast majority of cases, we outperformed buying and holding. So yes, the 32-day simple moving average worked the best, but even had you taken a random average, you would have outperformed the minus 7% buying and holding massively, right? This is annualized. So every year, 200% versus pretty much no performance whatsoever. So with that result, we can pretty much verify that following the trend with moving averages does work with MeritCircle and with Beam. And by the way, that's a result I get for many, many cryptocurrencies. Pretty much 80 to 90% of cryptocurrencies that I backtest have such a chart pattern. Following moving averages is a winning strategy. Now here we go. Here we've got the MeritCircle chart together with those two moving averages. Again, 32-day SMA and 61-day EMA. And yes, we do have our fake outs, right? Sometimes you would be buying high just in order to then sell low again. But that's why we do those backtests, right? To find out what historically worked the best. This shows us that MeritCircle would turn bearish once we fall more than 24%. If you want to hold a bit longer, 34%. So if the price drops below 71 to 61 cents, then we've got a problem. And of course, divide those numbers by 100 to get the Beam price. Now let me quickly show you how well this actually worked. 350% per annum is a massive outperformance. In white, we've got the MeritCircle price or the Beam price. In turquoise, we've got the performance had you traded according to the 30-day simple moving average. Here's the same on a logarithmic chart. A very constant, nice outperformance. Let's look at the same for the EMA. Also massive outperformance, not as much as for the SMA, of course. And so we do have a bit more sideways trading action here. Still a massive outperformance over just buying and holding. No trading strategy is perfect, but I do like to put some objectivity into trading to see at least what used to work. The main assumption is that the fundamental mechanics of fear and greed don't change that much over time. Now, as said, I made a lot of videos on MeritCircle and Beam. So if you haven't watched them yet, feel free to check them out on this channel. As said, I made a lot of those backtests for many different tokens, and the results of those backtests are available in the premium membership. Link is down below, thebitcoinstrategy.com. You can download the Excel sheets. You can watch videos how to build such an Excel sheet. Check it out if you want to dive deeper into this topic.